India due to early intervention in identifying COVID-19 and putting in place measures to stop transmission. Prior to her life in politics, Ms. Shailacha Teacher was a science teacher,
Ms.
earning her the last name she uses today,
Minister of Health.
Mrs. Shailacha, Kerala State has one of the lowest COVID-19 related mortality rates in India, largely due to the adoption of early measures such as testing, tracing, lockdown, and public health provision. You said that this early intervention came about in part because of the state's experience with handling another deadly virus, Nipah, in 2018. Can you tell us a little about how the crisis helped Kerala better prepare for COVID-19 and what public service systems you had in place as a result?
Madam Moderator, Your Excellencies, in this context, what comes to my mind is that, as you all know, earlier in 2008, United Nations came up with a strategic framework on the concept of One World, One Health. I think it is most relevant in this present global context. Our government, led by Honorable Chief Minister Sri Pinarayi Vijayan, realized it better during the Nipah outbreak in the state. This zoonotic disease outbreak of pandemic potential helped us to understand our strengths and weakness, and also the need to bring the effective integration of human, animal, and environmental health. Not only this Nipah epidemic, but our health system resilience was put to test recently in the two major floods. When the catastrophic flood devastated many parts of the state in 2018, many epidemiologists projected that this flood would be followed by a flood of infectious diseases. However, thanks to the sensitivity of our public health surveillance and the aggressive public health measures, we were able to effectively prevent any such epidemic. All these episodes taught us something very significant, that when it comes to public health interventions during an outbreak, there should not be any compromise on delay to act. Coming to COVID, the very next day of WHO statement of caution on a respiratory virus of pandemic potential, we activated our entire surveillance network. Guidelines and standard operating practices for screening, diagnosis, and public health interventions were we put in place in line with the international guidelines while leveraging on our core strengths and decentralized public health delivery systems. Thanks to our surveillance system, we were able to report the first 3 imported cases of COVID-19 in the nation. We effectively identified, isolated, and treated them so that all the cases in that phase, which we call as phase 1, recovered fully with zero spread and zero mortality. Our case fatality rate is equal to 0 and basic reproduction number also 0, a dream for all public health enthusiasts. However, we know that the game has just begun. So we continued our surveillance, strictly complying to the international and national guidance. From the very beginning, our objective was straight and clear, that is to minimize the spread and minimize the mortality. So considering the international available knowledge, we set up a target to limit our case fatality rate below 2 and basic reproduction number R0 below 1. This is to ensure that we don't have a local epidemic, so that we can utilize our health system capacity primarily to deal with the imported cases. Our strategy for public health interventions was mainly targeted in 4 angles. First is regarding the potential source of infection. To address this angle, we adopted a strategy of trace, quarantine, test, isolate, and treat. Our primary focus here is on early and strong public health intervention, including aggressive tracing of potential cases and their contacts, strict quarantining, focused and strategic testing, strict hospital isolation, and best available treatment. The second major targeted strategy is to decrease the amount of circulating virus in the society. For this, we started a massive people's campaign called Break the Chain campaign. The revolutionary campaign, which every media, organization, and almost every person owned up, focuses on the acronym of SMS. So, mass social distancing. Third strategy is to stop the virus from reaching the vulnerable population, including elderly, people with chronic comorbidity, and pregnant women and children below 10 years. This is largely achieved through reverse quarantine. By these three major strategies, we are trying to aggressively hunt down the virus, thus minimizing the local spread and mortality. Success of this approach is evident from the fact that even after 142 days of epidemic and over 650,000 people kept under surveillance till now, and after tracking down the treating thousands of imported cases, we have been able to keep our local spread below 12.5%, with R naught below 0.25, and our case fatality rate around 0.6%, while maintaining the test positivity rate below 2. However, while doing this, we did ensure that the people who are already marginalized and vulnerable are not disproportionately affected by the containment measures. In this perspective, we strengthened our decentralized social safety network for the vulnerable and marginalized people and also for animals so as to live up to our containment to the concept of One Health. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister.